lengthy. We have seen many of these. Zikipostwa na Mr. Freeman Chari for a while, ever since the Chabangu debacle started. But it's only today that maybe we could say here things have gotten to a peak. Zinuzinenge zazopika zazokwira makata a little bit. And so what is happening now is people are supposing that this is truth, and everything that this man is saying is truth. And of a truth, Nelson Chamisa has failed, and he has failed to put mass structures as alleged. The end messaging, unless if I'm wrong, is that Chamisa caused the current Chabangu chaos that has resulted in a non-entity called Sengezo Chabangu, a man who the Interparliamentary Union calls an imposter, who must return the MPs belonging to Nelson Chamisa back into Parliament. So quickly, this is the talk. I don't have to go too lengthy about it because people already see, they've already seen Rajiri. The messaging also suggests that Chamisa has been deserted. Chamisa Ndia Konzeresa, he is the one who has messed up. Chamisa is not a a competent leader. Someone else needs to come up. And the messaging seems to suggest that Welshman is that person who has moved, has slotted himself or has been slotted into a a vacuum that was there and that was created because Chamisa Akakanganisa Chamisa messed up. Anyway, I'm joined tonight by a man. I'm going to introduce him. We are live also on all our platforms. If you are here, please click the link there. Let us know where you're logging in from. I'm just putting down here. I can see people are on the rest of our platforms, and eventually people will pick up that we are here. And so tonight I'm joined by a man who did some explosive investigative journalism, even though he's not a journalist himself. His name is Shepard Yuda. A lot of people don't know him. Shepard Yuda, I'm going to just give him an introduction. We're also joined tonight by some women who lost money. They lost 25 million to Welshman Nube's publicist, Jimicha Safara. And when they were promised properties, they were promised lands by Welshman Nube, and they were promised that they would be bought, they would have houses built, retirement homes built in Matibeli land. Around the time when Welshman Nube's publicist, Jimicha Safara, was using the Zim-I news network, he was actually using Zim-I to collect this money. So while Freeman Chari was doing his thing, Mr. Yuda, Welshman Lube was collecting 25 million from these ladies. Some of them I've just seen, they've logged in. Nobile is here, Skanyiso Ngwenya, and a few others are here. These some of our mothers, our sisters from Matebeleland who lost an average 45,000 US dollars to Welshman Nube's publicist, Jimicha Safara. This is his official publicist, by the way, over a period of 6 years. And they were promised my title deeds, individual title deeds. To this day, Panagana 1, there's not even a single title deed that has been produced. And it's only now that people are now reading into the messaging of Jimicha Safara, Welshman Nuba's publicist, that the money that he took from these women was to build houses not for the Matebele women, not for the Tsoki investors, but in fact for the MDC party, which has now become the CCC party, led by Welshman Ngube. So I'm going to put it in Shona, and some of these ladies are going to help me to say it in Isindebele. Vakabira madzimai avava our women, Wamari, 45,000 per person, so that Welshman Lube could buy, Welshman Lube's publicist could buy properties for himself and his girlfriend, Situle Chuma. But basically, for the party, according to the write-up that Chamisa has published, the 25 million was and is being used to buy properties. We don't know what else for the party that is led by Welshman. So I've got these women. I just had to make that lengthy introduction so people can know, because not many people are talking about this scam. I have invited also, I've also invited Mr. Freeman Chari, because myself and Freeman Chari, we clashed 5 years ago over some GoFundMe that he was doing back then, when he involved a man who I know and I have evidence of compromising, a man who pretended as if he was a friend of Alex Magaisa when he was alive, by the name Gift Kugara or Gift Mawire, and who I've evidence that he compromised Alex Magaisa's security. He would spill Alex Magaisa's secrets, some of them to us, to me, myself, for instance, personal secrets here. And this is a man that Freeman Chari was working with. And that is when I clashed with Freeman in 2019. I was hoping he was going to be here, but he's not. But quickly, I'm hoping that also the ladies from Kogi, I might need you to request the mic soon after we hear from Shepherd Yuda here, or you want to request even right now. And maybe you can tell us also about the campaign that we see. There is a petition that you have circulated that has been signed by over 1,000 people right now. Maybe we can also share that petition here, our beautiful ladies from Kogi, right. That petition is about this 25 million that Welshman Lube's publicist and girlfriend Situle Chuma stole. Excuse me, I'm going to use the word stole because there is actual fact, there is a court case, a court verdict to that effect, that the money must be returned to these hardworking diaspora ladies. So, Mr. Yuda, I'm going to let you just to roll now. I had to make quite a lengthy introduction because somehow I've been at the center myself at a personal and business level of these activities, both Freeman Chari's fundraisers and Welshman Lube's fundraisers that he did under the guise of empowering these Matebele women, when he was actually, the money was being taken and funding this party that they now call CCC under Welshman Lube. Mr. Yuda, let me have you roll here. And I'm hoping that our session tonight is not should not be about Chamisa or what, but basically it's about these allegations that have been raised that Chamisa doesn't have structures, that Chamisa is the one who sabotaged fundraisers, by the way. So and that's why I had to make reference to these two fundraisers, the one that Freeman was running, and also the one that Welshman Lube himself or his publicist was running personally when he raised 25 million. Mr. Yuda, let's have you shoot here. We're hoping that Mr. Welshman Lube, Professor Welshman Lube, and Freeman will join us soon.
Thank you, Mr. Chikanza.
Thank you, sir. Give us your 5 minutes and just roll, please. Thank you.
What I would like to introduce myself to with first of all questions. I've got questions here. That today we are seeing Freeman Chari coming out with spears against President Nelson Chamisa, accusing him of sorts of things. At the same time, we've got a triple C that even Tendai BT claimed to have been vice president of that party, having been elected at a congress in 2019, and Welshman coming in as vice president elected at a congress, MDC Congress in 2019. And when these two fundis speak, they speak of structures of 2019. We've had BT confirming that he is from a structure of 2019, and we've had Welshman confirming that he is from a structure of 2019. Comes to the accusations leveled against the president by Freeman. He is saying there were no structures at all, and he is saying Chamisa refused. So I'm not sure whether he's telling the truth or not telling the truth. Maybe Welshman is telling the truth or Tendai BT is telling the truth. These are three versions that we've heard of Triple C. What I'm confused about is the role Freeman played in the Triple C. Was he an official elected at that Congress, or how is he coming in? Because if he is a mere supporter, questioning the leadership of Chamisa or questioning why Chamisa doesn't have his structures, whilst his colleagues are saying there were structures that were elected in 2019, and accusing Chamisa of having created Shabang. We have heard even Welshman himself confirming that he worked with the Shabang. He knows Shabang. Because Chamisa wrote to the parliament disowning Shabang. Chamisa has never worked with the Shabang. And it's in black and white, written to the parliament, that they don't know this person, nonanity, known as Shabang. But Freeman now is coming in, trying to paint a picture to say Chamisa failed, Chamisa did that, Chamisa did that. He doesn't even understand that Triple C was not a part that was centered on Nelson Chamisa alone. It is a political part that if the structures of 29 were being recognized by Welshman and Charlton Wende was supposed to be the Secretary General. So how does Freeman say Chamisa created Shabang? It's mind-boggling. Looking back again at the campaign rallies, you have seen people from the previous Triple C structure coming in to campaign. Organizing Secretary by standing on there, being the organizer. We have seen him doing that work. But the problem is we have got an opposition. I refer to ZANU-PF when I say opposition because it has lost elections twice and refused to hand over power to President Nelson Chamisa. So this opposition part you call ZANU-PF, it is the part that does not have a clear-cut choice of a leader as compared to Triple C. And what they are doing now, there is a plot or a plan that has been spearheaded by Wicknell Chivayo and company to try and create an image where they will say Chamisa has been deserted and Chamisa is now alone and Chamisa appear. So a lot of money has been thrown in, and unfortunately some of these guys have fallen into the trap. Urombo ndo watura Zimbabwe, and the hunger as well. We have seen during the election that there was a group called Pachedu. Up to now, it has got a shadow participants who used to participate in there. I don't even know one of them. Freeman came in with an idea to say, I have got equipment. That equipment will capture data and will prevent election rigging. To the extent that our president, Chamisa, made an error believing in him because he said, we have got sealed those rigging opportunities basing on what Chari had said. So I don't know what was Chari's role. Was he an elected person, or was he someone who was advised to the president And who can now come and say Chamisa refused this, Chamisa accused Chamisa of this and that? Because we have never seen him coming out open to say he was on the seat alongside President Nelson Chamisa. And or any, it's just like Shepherd Dude. I'm just a mere supporter of the part. I was a mere supporter of the part, a follower of President Nelson Chamisa. But I've got no authority to come and say, I spoke to Chamisa and he refused to put in some structures. Fair and fine. Coming back to the issue of structures, we've got MDC, which had proper structures. We've got ZANU-PF, which had structures from 1963 until today. ZANU-PF has got structures. With those formidable structures, what has ZANU-PF delivered to the country? Nothing. Structures do not provide a good governance. Structures are just a way of putting a cohesive or putting a plan to say this one will do that, that one will do that. We have structures since 2020, since 2000 with the president Swangirai. We had proper structures. Up to now, those structures have not produced anything. So, talking to Chari, let me just advise our young brother to say, look, we are in a period where the devil has spread all his wings. And some of the
I think I've lost you here. Sorry, I think I've lost you. Are you still there? I've lost you. I think. Are you still there? I apologize. I think I've lost you. Are you still there? Can you say something, please? Oh dear. I think I've lost you, Sayuda. I've lost you. Did I lose? Did I lose? Did I lose? Did I lose? Did I lose you? So, Divine, you want to come and just help me? Just want to hear people here because I think I've lost Mr. Yuda. Maybe his device is a struggle a bit. Folks, I think I've lost you. Mr. Yuda, are you still there? Just going to try and get my device just to restart. Folks, stay tuned. Oh, dear. My apologies. Just restarting my machine so that we can proceed. My apologies, folks. General Kayemba. General Kayemba is angry. You must be angry, sir. My apologies. Just getting my... Here we go. Here we go. We're starting now. Okay, I think I'm back now. Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. You're right. Okay,
Okay,
so
my apologies, folks.
I hope I'm not off topic because I came in on fire.
Right.
Tell me if I'm off topic. I'm usually very good at that.
Right.
Until I come back to the topic. So then you say the political environment in Zimbabwe can be extremely hostile. His decision to leave might reflect the intense pressure and challenges, right? So then we say the potential.
I tend to respect Kamwana Ike Chamisa in the sense that in the face of challenges, manipulations that we ourselves know, because we were inside, son of the elf, I know the operations, he has stood his ground. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm.
The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish.
One I get Chamisa in the sense that in the face of challenges, manipulations that we ourselves know, because we were inside, son of the elf, I know the operations, he has stood his ground. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm.
The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish.
Respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm, the only one who has stood firm.
The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Sikalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish.
Formidable challenge, enemy, manipulating. I don't know why it is. Because
You stood his ground. You stood his ground.
Yeah. Madu, I respect the young man because he's the only one I understand firm. The only one I understand firm to know.
State machinery.
Yeah. I intended to respect him, Kamanak Chamisa, in the sense that in the face of formidable challenges, enemy, manipulating. I don't know why it is. Because
You stood his ground.
You
stood his ground.
Yeah. Madu, I respect the young man because he's the only one I understand firm. The only one I understand firm to know.
First Machina.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tend to respect come one-eyed Chamisa in the sense that in the face of challenges, manipulations that we ourselves know, because we were inside, son of the elf. I know the operations, he has stood his ground. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm. The only one who has stood firm. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm. The only one who has stood firm.
The BTs, Welshmans, Cicalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Cicalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Cicalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish.
Come one-eyed Chamisa in the sense that in the face of challenges, manipulations that we ourselves know, because we were inside, son of the elf. I know the operations, he has stood his ground. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm. The only one who has stood firm. I respect him because he is the only one who has stood firm. The only one who has stood firm.
The BTs, Welshmans, Cicalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish. The BTs, Welshmans, Cicalas, and those who keep winning fake defamation cases in the corrupt courts, the Fadzai Maheras, are all rubbish.